Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Fishing the Midwest. I'm your host, John B. Hope you guys had a really great holiday. Actually, for Christmas, I got these right here. These are the Croc 4s. Pretty sick little joints, not gonna lie. Thinking about maybe selling my old Crocs, so hit me up, shoot me a DM. If you guys got something cool for Christmas, comment in the comment section below and tell me what you got. But other than that, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I think the most ridiculous thing on earth is the amount of casting reels DAIWA has right now available to the market. This is just in the US. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28 casting reels. I'm not sure if you want to count that last spin casting reel, but we're going to count it. That's absurd. You couldn't even really get all the reels that DAIWA makes because you'd have to drop well over probably $5,000 just to get every single model, just one of each model. Let's talk about a few up top. They're kind of main, they're enthusiast reels that they've got up top. The most ridiculous part about these reels isn't just the price or what they're offering as far as real attributes go, it's the names they put on these things. You'd think some guy over at Mercedes-Benz or BMW is naming these reels. Let's just go over a few of these names. So the first reel we've got here on the lineup is the DAIWA SS SV Space 103. Now I'm adding this space because it comes into play later on in this list of reels. Imagine you're at the front of the boat and your buddy on the back asks, "Hey man, what reel is that?" "Oh, that's the DAIWA SS SV 103. What? This isn't something complicated like a car, not like a Mercedes-Benz CLS 550, okay? And even that's ridiculous for a name of a car. That sounds like an algebra equation. Then below that we've got which is probably the most ridiculous real name. I think this takes the cake for the dumbest real name on earth. It's the DAIWA T3 MX 1016. Why not just the DAIWA T3 Ultra or the DAIWA T3 extra long name? Even just calling it the extra long name reel is a lot easier to remember than the DAIWA T3 MX 1016. Anyway, let's move on to some of the ones below that, which are just as ridiculous. Got a reel that looks quite similar to the DAIWA Pixie, which is an older DAIWA, really well known reel for being super light and finesse oriented, and it also looks kind of like the DAIWA Advantage and the DAIWA Tiara, which I both owned. It's the same frame for the most part. This right here is called the DAIWA SV 105. So we have the DAIWA SS SV Space 103 and now the DAIWA SV 105. Completely different reels, completely different attributes, but just a little bit slightly different names. Then right next to that we've got a reel that looks just like the DAIWA ZILLION. That was discontinued, might I add, a few years ago and replaced with the Tula model, which I have no problem with, but we got rid of the cool looking ZILLIONs and we're now bringing it back. I guess that's DAIWA's move. This is called the DAIWA SV 103. SV1, that sounds pretty familiar. That's right. The reel up top is called the SV03. Wait a minute. No, it's not. It's called the DAIWA SS SV Space 03. This one doesn't have a space, so I don't know if that's like a continuity error or something on Taco Ross's part, but they're completely different reels because one has an SS on the front. Naming set aside, let's just go into a few of the attributes and why these reels are so expensive. The most expensive one that I named on this list probably has to be the DAIWA SS Air. It's supposed to be a super light finesse reel, but let's see what other tricks it has up its sleeve. Wow. So here's what you get when you get this reel. You get one gear ratio and one hand retrieve, which is right. The line capacity isn't too huge. It can fit 55 yards of 8-pound test. And I get it, okay? It's a finesse reel. This is a JDM thing. A lot of guys like to use it. But this reel is basically useless. So let's just read over some of the attributes about this reel and talk about why it's so special. I'm assuming Tackle Warehouse, an employee at Tackle Warehouse wrote this description, so it can be taken with a grain of salt. I don't believe anyone at DAIWA Corporation wrote this and then gave it to Tackle Warehouse. I believe someone over at Tackle Warehouse wrote this, but we're still going to go over just for entertainment purposes. The advanced air brake system plays a large part in the SS Air's casting capabilities, delivering up to 20 levels of external adjustment for complete control in a range of fishing situations. Range, that word right there. You don't have a range. You've got a few options as to how you can use this reel. Finesse, that's it. You're probably thinking, John, you're being super nitpicky here. just ease up, man. It's just a fishing reel. In the same notion, it is just a fishing reel. If they want to get that sophisticated with the names of the reels and what they put on them and what the price point is on these, then I feel like I'm obligated to kind of, pick apart some of the small things here. In capital letters at the bottom, it says freshwater use only. Thank God, because I was going to use this thing for shark and amberjack, because when you're fishing in the ocean, you need only 55 yards of 8-pound test, for God's sakes. I was actually thinking about using this for redfish and flounder and even calico bass. I appreciate that. I almost bought this thing thinking that I could use it for saltwater. Just so we're clear, these reels, they don't wash your dishes. They won't pick your kids up from soccer practice. They, in fact, won't walk your dog either. And getting back to the point why I'm a little hypocritical and why I feel like I shouldn't be making this video is I do own expensive reels, but I'm open and comfortably saying that they're not necessary. These reels have a couple of jobs: casting a lure out, retrieving a lure, reeling in a fish when you do get hooked up. There's no reason for a reel to be this expensive. I hope you guys enjoyed this video today. If you like this kind of video where I kind of break down a certain product, let me know. I in no way, shape, or form dislike DAIWA, but I don't like the direction they're going with some of these reels, and I get it. This is a JDM enthusiast reel. Take it easy on these Bugatti reels over here, because no one's trying to go to 0 to 100 real quick with this thing. It's a fishing reel, okay? With that being said, I like DAIWA. I've used DAIWA in the past. I'm not using them right now as much, but I plan on trying some of the less expensive ones, because I think there is a lot to be said about some of their less expensive products out there. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, always feel free to leave me a comment in the comment section below. As always, good fishing, and I'll catch you guys next time on the next episode of Fishing the Midwest. Oh, shit.